Today, we're going to be looking at your gaming setups and rating and reviewing them. All this was done on my Twitch channel, and I stream every Sunday to look at your gaming setups in our Discord. So make sure to join the Discord in the link in the description, and let's get into the first setup. This is Sam. He's a 13-year-old from South England, and the PC is my brother's old one, and my mom helped me put money towards it, so I built the rest myself. My main games are Roblox, Minecraft, and R6, and I use my setup for gaming and productivity. Subscribe to GutzyAiden. Hey, he said it, not me. He said it, not me. The first thing I think of is where's your leg room? First thing I think of is where's the leg room? That's what I think. When I look at this setup, I think where is the leg room? The PC, I don't even know what's in that. What is that GPU, dude? That's a Wi-Fi adapter. No. Look at the RAM. There's no CPU power. What? His CPU fan isn't even attached. Get this man a new PC. Honestly, my first PC didn't look any better, to be fair. My first PC didn't look any better. But like, looking at this, I mean, this is crazy. But overall, let's look at the setup. Let's log back in on the setup. The monitor, I mean, is fine. Everything, I mean, at 13 years old, it's better than nothing, right? But looking at the setup, at least you did try to add some like lighting and personality on the wall and stuff like that. The chair itself is kind of like crazy though. I feel like the chair is cool as hell, but like it doesn't really fit your setup at all because you got like a lot of green going on, but then you have orange, you know? Looking at this whole thing, I definitely think that the only thing you could do right now in your grasp is move these two things from underneath the desk. Other than that, there's really not a whole lot. You could get a monitor mount. You should focus on getting the PC though. You definitely should focus on getting a new PC and getting rid of this one. But overall, I mean, you did what you could for what you have. And honestly, it's not bad. So not terrible. For 13, this is pretty decent. You have a nice chair. Now I just say build upon the desk and underneath and stuff like that. I feel like overall, this is a solid like 6, 7 maybe. Bro, overall, not bad. Not bad. This is Femith. He's a 13-year-old from the UK, and this is his first gaming setup as a casual gamer. I use this setup to do homework, and I was able to find the setup by working with my dad at a job during the summer and holidays. What I have right now is a MacBook to one monitor and a PS4 to the other. I have to go and refund my old keyboard and mouse due to it being broken during shipping, and now my keyboard and mouse is less. Can you give me some keyboard and mouse pad options to buy? Okay. Not expensive though. I was able to build a setup all for what I make from my friends. Okay, interesting. So right now I'm using a Magic keyboard and a Logitech School mouse, but that's about it for the moment. Okay, so looking at this whole setup, it's not terrible. For this being your first setup, this is not bad at all. A few things I'd recommend though. So obviously the keyboard and mouse, I'm going to be making videos over the holiday season of like deals that they give out and things like that. You should have bought something on Black Friday probably, because there's a lot of good deals with keyboards and stuff like that. The personality in the setup's not bad. You have a lot of things that like I could tell about you, which is cool. I would also recommend maybe mounting these monitors somehow to the wall or to the desk, because it takes up a lot of room in your area. I'd also recommend a MacBook stand that like puts it vertically. That way you don't have it flat right here. You could scoot the desk a little bit off the wall, mount these two monitors, put this MacBook in a stand, and then just plug everything in, and then put your PC vertically around the same area. And then you might be able to put one of the monitors vertical or whatever. But space wise, you have enough for sure. You just got to work on like the actual space in the setup itself. But the rest of the room, I would just say declutter a little and try to reorganize the setup itself. Maybe a new desk could help out a lot too. Overall, I mean, it's not bad for your first setup. This is great. I think this is probably like a solid 6. It's really solid. I mean, there's a lot of room for improvement, but you have a good foundation too. This is Mark. He's a 14-year-old out of Germany. His main thing is that he's in public school. His main games are Rounds, Born, and Fortnite. He built a setup for playing games, and here are some of the things that he has in his setup. Started 2 years ago from an old laptop, and he's still upgrading it over time. He afforded this setup by working for his dad, and he built it alone. The first thing I noticed is declutter. Once you declutter, you'll have a lot more room to plan out the setup. The one thing that I do see though is this PC could go right here instead, and you'd have more room. If you moved out some of the stuff on this right side, put the PC down there and run the cables like out and behind and up, and then you could mount these monitors either to the wall or to the desk, and that would clean up a lot. I do think you have a lot of personality in the setup too. Like all these you could put on a bookshelf, you know, things like that. You can add a lot of personality. I think there might be a bunk bed or some sort of thing here, which I would have loved to see the room more. But overall, I think that the pink keyboard doesn't really match unless you're planning to go toward a pink setup. But I definitely do think that you should mount your monitors, and I do think you should put your PC on the right side. You just need to work on the organization of the setup itself, but it's not bad. And for your first setup, this is great. I think it's probably like a solid, like, I'll give it a solid 7. I think it's great. This is Nick. He's a half a century old. He's a father of 2 kids and a husband to 1 wife. Okay. Damn. Okay. He works as a printing press operator, and he's located in the Bay Area. His main games are WoW, Skyrim, Hearthstone, No Man's Sky, etc. And he built this room for toy collection, and he wanted to upgrade his old PC/toy room setup, and it took this side of the room and converted it to a PC setup. The room itself is very small. The dimensions are 9 by 10, but the ceiling height of only 7 feet. Build process took about a little over a month and a half to repaint the walls, added brick wallpaper, added the new wall, floor shelves, new table, Gobi lights, and overall just made a place that I enjoy hanging out to play games and admire my collection. Whenever in my free time, I worked on this room. Here are the brand specs of things he has in here, and he's employed, so therefore he just did that. And he just did it all by himself. Looking at this setup, wow. I mean, this is kind of cool though, bro. This is kind of sick though. For how small this room is, it's a very good use of space for sure. Cable management and the lighting underneath the desk is beautiful. This is a very, very beautiful way of cable managing. This is awesome. I love the amount of personality. I love that you just have like so many little lights and things and things to look at. Like, look at this collection. Look at the collection, yo. This is so cool. Like, there's so many little things he collected, man. Like, here's an adventure, Hulk, a lot of Hulk stuff, Doctor Strange, Hot Wheels, Fallout, Lord of the Rings, Garfield. Bro, there's so many things to look at in this setup. Toy collection is interesting though. Chat, how much in the comments do you think that this setup collection wise is worth? I feel like this collection itself is like worth so much money. Looking at the setup itself, I think you did an insane job. I love the shelves. I love how it was a small use of space, but you made everything work. There's a lot of like ways that you organize things, and I love that you can just like sit in here and just play games and do whatever. I would recommend a new keyboard though, and maybe something a little bit less like full size, maybe a 75 or an 85 or something. But the 100 with the RGB mouse pad, I don't know. Overall, I think you did a really good job, dude. I think this is a really cool setup, and I love the way you added a lot of things like the Gobi glide behind this and all the figures up top and the shelves, and like just there's so many things, and I love it. I'd probably rate this a solid 10. I can't lie. This is Finn's. He's from Nebraska. Got money from selling things on Facebook Marketplace, and his main game is Dead by Daylight. Here are some of the things he has in his setup, and the cable management is overrated. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Cable management is overrated. That's crazy, man. So much potential, man. So much potential. And just like cable management's overrated. Dude, you wouldn't even have to, dude, you don't even have to do cable management. You literally could just buy a raceway and stick all those cables in there. All right, but looking at the setup itself, I mean, I think that the setup itself without cable management isn't bad. I like the personality you're adding in the setup. Looking at this, I mean, I feel like it's not bad. It just needs a little bit more, sauce, you know what I'm saying? Overall though, it's not bad. I would give this a solid, I'll give it a solid 6. Subscribe and also watch this video next. See ya.